The biggest anime news.
Ooh, Kagurabachi? I've read 2 chapters.
Which might not be the biggest anime news, is, of course, the greatest manga of all time receiving the awards that
I really didn't think it was that good.
it so very much deserves.
Because like my favorite manga that I've read recently was probably Dandadan. Was Kagurabachi that good?
Kagurabachi won the winner of the next Manga Awards 2024. Unsurprisingly, or surprisingly, depending on how informed you are about Kagurabachi, Kagurabachi won the Prince category of this. It's won by quite a bit. The biggest thing I want to talk about is that I don't know how many of you guys are completely unaware of Kagurabachi aside from the memes. How many of you are completely like
there's always One Piece
about Kagurabachi at all? I don't know what it is. Everyone memed on this ironically, but then the meme became a reality. After the next Manga Awards,
what was the meme?
I went up and caught up to Kagurabachi. I am now completely up to date with the manga, and I can confirm the memes are right. The memes were f***ing right. When I saw this win the next Manga Awards, I was like, are Japanese readers in on the meme? Is that why this got voted for a meme? No, it's actually really fucking good. And I genuinely think, unironically, this is going to be the next big thing if it continues with the quality that has been presented in the manga thus far. I will say, considering that Kagurabachi has only really had 2 major arcs, the second arc popped off. Like, normally you have to wait a year or maybe a year and a half before the shonen manga really starts to show its colors and really starts to pop off. And that's when you slowly see like the rise of shonen manga. Like it'll be slow at the beginning when everyone's just like, oh, it's just like every other shonen. And then you'll reach like the third or fourth arc, and then you're like, oh shit, this is when it's popping off. No, Kagurabachi, the second arc, it was fucking fantastic. It felt like this quality of arc you'd normally get after a year and a half, 2 years. It normally does not come this early. And the most mind-blowing thing is, I don't even think it's close to its peak.
Second arc is sick as hell. Yeah, I don't even know what Kagurabachi is about. It's like about like a dude with a katana, right? And that's like it, or no? So many filler arcs? I don't know about that, man. I think probably what? Naruto had filler arcs for Naruto, the original. And then probably Bleach. And the problem is that people would consider an arc that has like 5% like shit that progresses the story and 95% filler bullshit a non-filler arc. Because I would argue that One Piece has many filler arcs, like many filler arcs. Let me look. Okay, every arc of One Piece. Okay, so let's break this shit down, right? Let's break this shit down. So right here, East Blue important, Arabasta important. Sky Island, not important. Let me explain to you why. There's about 10 minutes of lore in this whole fucking season that you actually need to watch. The main bad guy, okay. Go ahead, question mark it. Go ahead. Yep, no, go ahead. No, go ahead. It's legit not important. It is legit not important. Okay? Let me explain to you why. Okay, we'll wait right now. Okay, now hold up. I'll wait for some of you guys to stop being retarded for 5 seconds and let me explain myself. Let me know. Hold up. Let me know when you've taken your meds so I can talk. Okay? Have you taken your meds? Can I talk? May I talk? Or no? May I talk or no? Let me know when the meds have been taken. Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay, great. So I want you to once again hear what I just said, which is 95% of it is filler, 5% is important. If that's the ratio, it's still filler. The Sky Island arc was majorly Luffy walking around being a dumbass inside of a snake with some important lore drops involving the poneglyphs and probably the moon and the disappearance of a city. It's setting up for future arcs, but it could have done so in a much quicker, more concise way, And also the main bad guy literally got beat by Luffy because Luffy was lucky and he's allergic to lightning. There was no power progression of the entire crew. I think it's a pointless fucking arc. Are you up to date on reading the manga? Yeah, I am. Yeah, now that you say it like that, I agree. And that's great. It makes sense when you fucking give me a chance. Jesus Christ. Like, holy question marks, man. Like, relax. Jesus. But Enel was goated, though? Yeah, and he got beat because Luffy got fucking lucky. I think it's the best arc of One Piece. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Okay, Water 7. Water 7, one of the best arcs in the entire series. Thriller Bark, one of my personal favorites. But I do think the majority of it was filler. All this arc really did was kind of just strengthen the bonds of the crew, especially for like Zoro and Frankie. Luffy's power-up was Nightmare Luffy, which only exists in Thriller Bark and exists nowhere else. So if you were to skip all of Thriller Bark, all I think you would really lose is some fleshing out of Chopper and Frankie's character and not understand how dedicated Zoro is to Luffy, and also my personal favorite fight in the entire series, which is Usopp versus Perona. But that's very short. And Brook too. And Brook, but I'll be real, guys. I don't give a fuck about Brook. I really don't. Yep, I really don't. Hey, you know what's crazy, guys? I don't give a fuck about Sanji either. I really don't. Like, they're so fucking annoying. It's insane. Sanji used to be so cool, but then ever since post time skip, he's become so fucking lame. Like, oh, like he's so afraid of like. He's so afraid of gay people that he got stronger. It's like, all right, dude, okay. Anyways, Summit War Saga, Marineford was important. Impel Down was important. Amazon Lily, I would recommend anybody to skip that shit. I don't think there's a single thing in Amazon Lily that you actually need to know. Fishman Island fucking sucked ass. I would watch a little bit of the Return to Sabaody, where the crew like bodies that shit imposter crew. I would skip all of Fishman Island. I don't fucking care. Punk Hazard was awesome. Dressrosa was awesome. Whole Cake was dope. The Zoe arc I would just skip. Whole Cake dope. Wano was fucking peak. So goddamn good. Egghead was pretty mid, but it set up some pretty important shit. So I guess you should probably read that. And then the rest, well, we're kind of still fleshing that shit the fuck out. Dressrosa is still the best arc. Dressrosa is good. It's very good. Doflamingo was fucking awesome, but I heavily disagree with how Dofi fought Luffy. I heavily disagree that a guy whose entire shtick is being intellectual and manipulating things from behind the scenes would ever result to brute force in a fight versus Luffy. It just makes no sense. It legit makes no sense. Now, besides that final fight, great. But I just don't believe, like for example, like Doflamingo, you know what it'd be like? It'd be like if Light were to try to have beaten L by punching him in the face. Like, L would have just never done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Light would have never done that. He would be like, oh, I got to take a potato chip, right? But like a manipulator, a tactician would never result to brute force. Well, what if he did, though? Yeah, it's a great point.